Consider this equation. We have the cosine of that angle. We can consider the whole expression inside the bracket as an angle to see the problem more simply, an angle theta. So that cosine of this theta angle is 1 over the square root of 2. Okay, and if you can remember this cosine of 45 degree, which means cosine of pi over 4. 45 degree is pi over 4. We have the value of 1 over square root of 2. Last time I asked you try to remember a few special value. Remember?
Yeah, I know. I tried to write it down, but I forgot again already.
Yeah. The only way is to practice. Even curriculum, like students have to practice a few months for this trigonometry topic. And okay, if we use the unit circle, yeah, you're allowed to bring a ruler, of course, and a compass to draw the circle, huh? And therefore you can use the manual way, like using like 4 centimeter or 5 centimeters, 5 centimeter to represent 1 unit on the unit circle. Okay, like 4 or 5 centimeter. Just make it 1 centimeter. Okay, that's so tiny. And then estimate 1 over square root 2. The square root 2 is 1 over 4. So it is like 10 over 14. It's like 5 over 7. What is the decimal approximation, estimation of this value? 5 over 7. Okay, 5 over 7. 7 times 7 is 49, huh? So it is about 7.7, huh? And then 1, and then 1. Okay, 0.71. It is like 0.7 centimeter here, huh?
Yeah.
0.71 centimeter. And then you can use a protractor also to measure the angle. And that angle will be approximately 45 degrees. If you cannot remember a special
really
value like
though.
this. Okay.
Yeah.
So cosine of this whole angle, so that x over 2 plus pi over 3 will be equal to pi over 4. But this is not the only one solution. There are a lot of other solutions by adding with a constant k and 2 pi, meaning you rotate this point 1 round, 360 degree, 1 round, 2 pi. Okay. And if you rotate 2 rounds, meaning 720 degrees, or 3 rounds, 4 rounds, etc., you have the same value of the cosine, the same position for this point A. Okay. So the general way is that we have to write like this. But let's assume that we don't know this. If we don't know this, and we only know that the solution, the angle is pi over 4, we ask to find the least positive value. Least and positive, two conditions, huh? Value of x. Okay, assuming that pi over 4 is the solution. So calculate x. X over 2 is pi over 4 minus pi over 3, making 12 common factor. 3 pi minus 4 pi. We have a negative value minus pi over 12.
Yeah.
And therefore, x will be negative, which does not satisfy the conditions to be positive. Huh? So we cannot take the value pi over 4, but we have to add it with, I've solved this problem 1, and I know that if I add a 2 pi value, it will not give the least value. And many students will make the same mistake. Instead of adding 2 pi here, let me show you. Adding 2 pi, then the value x calculated will be not the least value. So it is difficult by the word least here. Okay, if I add this angle, If without the 2 pi, x is negative, okay, so we don't consider that case anymore, adding 2 pi. X is, the sum here is 9 pi over 4, okay? 9 pi over 4. X over 2 equal to 9 pi over 4 minus pi over 3. 12 with the common factor. 9 times 3 is 27, and minus 4. 27 pi, huh? Minus 4 pi. 23 pi over 12. It's x over 2. So x is 23 pi over 12, then times 2 here, huh? So that is over 6, huh? Okay. But this will be not the least value.
Yeah, that's true.
The least value is, to find the least value, actually we need to choose another angle down here. Here, the value 1, the x coordinate here is 0.71, 1 over square root 2. It has another solution down here, which is minus 45 degree. Okay, minus 45 degree. Yeah. So this case, if I change the pi over 4 by minus pi over 4, let's see, huh? X over 2 plus pi over 3 equal to minus pi over 4. X over 2 is equal to pi over 4 plus, will be negative also, huh? So instead of writing minus pi over 4, I can write it this way, taking the measurement of the angle in this counterclockwise direction. It means 360 degrees minus 45 degrees equal to 315 degrees, huh? Convert this thing into radian. 315 multiply with pi and divide 180. Trying to simplify this, not easy at all. Divide 5, 315 divide 5, 30 divide 5, 6, 15, 63. 63 pi over 18 divided by 180 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 30 divided by 36, huh? Wow. Get it, huh? Wait. Is there any other way? Okay, another way is like that. Like this. Minus pi over 4 is 2 pi subtract pi over 4. Minus pi over 4. I can write this thing as a 2 pi. It is the same. So that the sign of minus pi over 4 will be the same as the sign of 2 pi minus pi over 4. Okay? And 2 pi minus pi over 4 is 8 pi over 4. 8 pi over 4 minus pi over 4. That is 7 pi over 4. Okay? So 7 pi over 4 here. Okay?
Okay.
7 pi over 4. And then x over 2 equal to 7 pi over 4 minus pi over 3. Again, making 12 the common factor.
21
pi minus 4 pi. 21 minus 4 is 17. 17 pi over 12. And then x is 17 pi over 6. And this is the solution here. So many students will make the mistake because forgetting the negative angle 45. And we have to try a few times. If we're not very lucky to try the negative value for the first time, try it a few times and compare the value so that we can determine the least value. Okay? Least value.
Oh God. How did you get a 7 pi over 4 again? Can you show me?
Okay, 7 pi over 4. Yeah. The angle minus 45 degree here. Okay, minus 45 degree is equal to minus of pi over 4 in terms of radian. And instead of writing minus pi over 4, we can represent that angle by calculating from this horizontal axis in this counterclockwise direction to this point. And the equivalent value is 2 pi minus pi over 4. Not the same, but the sign will be the same. Okay? Equal to the sign of this thing. Meaning that 7 pi over 4 is 2 pi minus pi over 4. This angle in the counterclockwise direction is 315 degrees. And because the whole circle is 2 pi, the segment, the part here is pi over 4. So 2 pi minus pi over 4 is 7 pi over 4.
How many questions are there in a paper 1 again? I forgot. Is it like 10?
9 questions.
9. Okay.
Question A1. Find the initial height of the plant. Very simple. Yeah, so at least we can complete the simple one like this first. Because,
Okay.
yeah, we can still get some mark even for difficult question, huh? Initial height of the plant. Simply just need to plug the value t to be 0 into this equation.
Wait, do we put into both equations or only one equation? Because
wait. Out of the plan B below here. Only plan
yes,
B.
sir. Finally, some scores I can get.
Yeah, and also for the part 2, they asked for the initial height of the plan A. Yeah, so we have to plug into the 2 equation also.
Oh yes. Paper 2 is calculator allowed, right? Okay.
Find the value of t when the height are the same. Oh, very simple also. And you can use the calculator also.
Okay.
So with the equation, yeah. So that they have the same height. Okay, a sine function equal to a linear function. It is very difficult to do it manually. The fastest way is just use the calculator.
All right.
Just try using calculator. If you have a difficulty, I help later. Huh? Opening the calculator on my computer.
Values.
And just type in the 2 equations, 2 functions in the graphic function.
Okay.
Graphic function, and choose the window for the x, the t variable to be from 0 to 9. And the y, the window, the y from 0 to 35 or 40. Or could be greater, much greater than that, because when the term is 9, you can estimate 8 times 9 is 72, and then plus 32, the maximum value is 104. So the y, the window of y, it must be from 0 to about 110.
So we're finding like the intersection on the calculator, right? Of the 2.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Intersection of the 2 graphs.
Would it be in degrees or radians?
I think the value like 0.9 here, it is radian. Wait. Sine, oh, yeah. Should be radian, because we cannot have sine of a very tiny angle, huh?
All right.
Let's check it with the masking also. Yeah, according to the graph here, it is radian.
All right. Oh, values of t. So there's like multiple answers to this question, right? Does it say values?
Should be 2 or 3
Yeah.
values. Okay, with the s, plural, values. In the given domain from 0 to 9.
0 to 9.
0 to 9 is for the x variable, horizontal axis.
Yeah, have like
the answer is 4.7.
That's like bunch of it. Yeah.
And another value, there are 3 solutions. Yeah, according to the answer, 3 core solutions.
Yeah.
And the last solution is 5.88.
Yep, I got 5.88.
Okay. So paper 2 actually easier than paper 1.
Yeah. Like last year in the mock, I did paper 2, and I think I did slightly better than paper 1.
But the grade percentage is the same, huh? Okay. What's the next one? Do we have like question C? Yeah, question C here. What is question C? There's like no number, but this is question C, huh? For the term from 0 to 9. Find the total time that the rate of growth of B is greater than rate of growth A. Okay, relating to the rate, that is about derivative. You like quite good with derivative.
I think I forgot everything in calculus just because of how hard it is. Have nightmares on it.
Okay, C. The rate is the derivative. So to answer these questions, find the ring of the time so the rate of the growth of the land B is greater than that, the rate of the growth of the land A. We have to take the derivative of the two functions, the function up here and the function at the bottom. Okay. Firstly, do the derivative of HA derivative.
HB seems easier to take a derivative of. I think it's like 8. I think like 8, right?
Yeah. HB derivative is 8.
Yep.
Simply that. The sine derivative, and we have a function inside the bracket. But this function is a linear function, therefore, okay, anyway, for a function inside a bracket, we have to use a thing called the chain rule. Remember the term chain rule?
I really hate this rule. It's so complicated.
Okay. The chain rule stated as follows. The derivative of function y with respect to x is the derivative of that function y with respect to another variable u, and then times the derivative of the function u with respect to x. In this case, u is 2t plus 6. So u derivative is simply
2.
Yeah, just like that. So now h derivative is derivative of sine u. Sine u derivative and plus 9t derivative and plus 27 derivative. Derivative of a constant is 0. Here's 9. Okay, and derivative of sine u is cosine u. Cosine u, and then don't forget to multiply with the thing du over dx, which is the derivative of u with respect to x, meaning 2 here. Multiply with 2. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we can rewrite in terms of t, that is cosine of 2t plus 6, and I can move the number 2 to the front. Okay, and then add 9. This is the HA derivative.
Yes.
And the condition is that HA derivative here must be greater than 9, greater than 8, which is HB here. So you need to calculator to plot the two graphs here again and determine from the graph, you determine the range of the value t so that the function on the left here is greater than 8. Just simple like that. Okay. Let me change the share screen and also, use my calculator.
All right.
Stop presenting entire screen. Okay. If you check the derivative, it is correct first.
Hopefully.
This is kind of simple, actually. But sometimes I still make mistake. Yeah.
This seems like a simple question.
Okay. I don't see the derivative in here. And yeah, the calculator can do derivative some also. You can do the derivative with the calculator, but I haven't tried with this one. I've used TI, the Texas. Yeah, but it's time to learn something new. Finding the derivative, with this calculator. Okay, plotting the two graph, which is the rate of the growth, HA derivative, and HB derivative. Now the function graph. The first function, delete the old function. Delete the second function also. The first function is 2 times of cosine. It is in degree, and I need to change to radian first.
Yep.
Menu.
Shift menu. It's shift menu. You have to go to graph first. You have to go to the graph first. Right, shift menu.
Graph.
Shift menu.
Setup. Shift setup. It cannot change like in here.
You have to press shift again, and then you press menu.
Okay. Shift Menu. Okay, input.
Yep.
Derivative.
Oh,
derivative. It's like derivative here. Derivative on. I can turn it on. Huh?
oh.
Okay. And normal angle here. Angle gradient. Okay.
Yes.
And then function cosine. Let me type it again. Delete 2 times of cosine of 2x plus 6 and then plus 9. Okay, that's the first function. The second function is simply a constant 8. Now I need to choose the window, shift window, x from 0 to 9 and y from 0 to 110. I told you one before, huh?
Yep.
Because the maximum value of the height here when the time t is 9 is 104. So I would choose a greater value than 104, huh? Okay, now graph it. Where's the sketcher? Wait, is it? Draw. Okay, draw. Oh, that is too big, huh, for the h value. That's weird because h. Oh, okay, because that is for the old time. Before the rate, huh? Before the rate, the vertical scale window. Now reduce the window, huh?
Yep.
The maximum here is 11. Okay, 11. And now draw. Okay, here.
Times, I see.
The time from 0 to 9. The blue line are above the segment of time, the time interval, so that the blue segments are higher than the red one, the horizontal one. Okay, so there are 4 segments of time. The first segment here, 4 time interval, first interval, second interval, third interval, and fourth interval. The answer is that 4 intervals of time, huh? Kind of complicated, huh? Okay.
Which intervals are we looking? Like the one under the curve, right?
Wait. Lower, right? The great row B. Okay. Under, not upper. I thought that it's upper, like the ray of A is greater, but the question actually, the ray of B, which is the horizontal line, is greater, meaning we have to choose the 3 interval of the blue curve to be below the red horizontal line. Okay. And the next step, we need to determine this intersection point. Okay. Intersection point. So please now turn on your calculator, grab them, find the intersection point, and write a conclusion here.
Yep,
Then
I've already grabbed.
Find the intersection points and conclude about the 3 time interval.
There's 6 intersection points, if I'm correct, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Right.
And this is a very good calculator. It's much better than the Texas TI. It's faster to use. Yeah. For the TI, you have to choose the 2 curves, then choose the left boundary and right boundary, and guess a value. So complicated. Yeah.
I just use Casio because like I know the brand.
Oh, that's very fast, huh? Okay, let me compare that with the answer. 1.19, round up, huh? 1.19, not 1.18. Okay, here is the TI, the Texas calculator. T2. Okay, so they are saying about the method and having like writing all the value, but the 2 initial value was correct according to your solution. Yes, I think the other 4 value also will be correct.
So what are we gonna write about the intersection points again? I mean, about the.
So the time interval, so that the rate of the growth of plant B is greater than the rate of the plant A is from T1 to T2, from 1 to 2 here, and then from 3 to 4, and finally from 5 to 6.
Okay.
So the time interval, no, you should write like this. the time interval in which the rate of B greater than A, the rate of A is from 1.19 to 2.24 and 4.33 to 5.38 and finally 7.47 to 8.52. Okay, the time interval in which the rate HB derivative is greater than HA derivative, and list simple, listing simple.
Okay.
Intervals. Okay, that is for paper 2.
Okay.
Firstly, the link to the paper, and I will send you the passport later. I need to check where I save it. I don't remember. Automatically save on the browser.
By the way, for physics next week, can we, because we're almost done with the cognitive anyways, can we start reviewing electricity for physics?
Okay.
Yeah. So next week we're gonna do electricity for
We need
physics.
to spend some more time for the astrophysics later. Because there's still like 2 more small topics that will have it complete. Haven't practiced much actually.
Got it.
Yeah, but and then after that we need to make a plan for the review from this month to the final test.
Yes.
It will be the physics is the first test, the second day of May.
Yeah, like it's like my first test too.
Last year, exactly the same time with last year.
Yeah.
Okay, see you later.
Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow, next week.
Where's the recording?